Allegations have always been a thing, and they haven't been in recent years been taken with a grain of salt as they should be. They haven't been proven yet. Today we're going to be looking over cases where allegations have been severely mishandled on YouTube. So this is a recent one as I'm recording this. Kwite was a popular commentary YouTuber who was falsely accused of allegations of with a Twitter user Nastin Putin posting Twitter longer accusing him of abuse, being transphobic, and gaslighting. And they came with proof that they did indeed know Kwite, and leaked his face, and his older high school friends of Kwite confirmed that was Kwite's face. More gas would be added to the fire when some prick named NotSlickBoy made a Photoshop fake message where it appears Kwite is apologizing. He would be quickly called out for this, but there was many red flags from the start with the victim. One, it was them blocking users that asked for evidence, more evidence on the Kwite case, before Kwite would finally respond with a video denying the allegations and proving that he was innocent. Orion will respond with this. I haven't seen the full video, but I noticed quite a bit of lying in the first 10 minutes, so I realized I need to show my diagnosis. After this post, I'm logging off for a while, but here is some undeniable proof, and in which another Twitter user would find out it's a copy pasta and proofread of a document, putting an end to the drama. Slazo was a popular YouTuber who was accused of being manipulative, controlling, and sexually abusive. The next day, Keemstar would cover the drama on Drama Alert, showing DMs between him and Slazo explaining more of the story. Shag, the ex, made another Twitter longer accusing Slazo of lying to Keemstar and intimidating her in a recent meetup. On June 27, 2018, Slazo published a video proving the allegations wrong and proving that Shay took the message out of context. More evidence would come out proving that Slazo was innocent. When leaked DMs showed that Slazo's ex was conspiring the allegations several weeks before it came out. Now it's still unknown what their motivation was, but very few YouTubers apologized for what they did to Slazo. Actually, YouTubers Alex, Kingsha, and Weiss doubled down on using the admission that Slazo was being a bad partner, and Slazo would take a break before returning to YouTube in 2019. Pyro again was a popular content YouTuber who was accused of allegations of being a groomer. The allegations were started by a person named Ivory, who claimed they were groomed by Pyro when they were 15 and Pyro was 19. The messages included a bunch of fetish furry stuff. Later on, in the interview with Tommy C, Ivory admitted he didn't even know what the true definition of grooming meant.
Because you don't need to be groomed for this to be wrong. Let me tell you something right now. If this conversation itself, assuming it took place, and it's looking like it did, is completely inappropriate for an adult to have with a child. But the grooming thing, that brings it to a whole new level. I mean, now we're talking about people that are, not just having a dirty conversation with an underage person, but plan to do something about it. I mean, is it really fair that you use the word grooming? And if that's true, if you feel that's true, where was this going?
I'm not I don't know.
Did somebody tell you to use the word grooming?
I was in a call with my friend when I typed it out, and I typed I remember I typed that and asked is that okay? Because I know about this, and that was I got a yes for that. So
yes, because it reads more like a YouTube thumbnail. Do you honestly believe? And just be honest. Did you not understand the definition of the word completely?
I feel like it was forcing or manipulating a child into a sexual situation.
Okay.
Yeah, right. That's what that word means to me.
Sure.
And I definitely was.
That's what it means to you. Okay. But do you think that he had plans for you down the road to prey on you in any other way? Because that's what I understand. Because it's got to go from point A to point B. That's the way I understand the definition. It doesn't look like it. It looks like, unless there's some information I'm missing, that you're having a dirty conversation that, let me make this clear, is extremely inappropriate, and I don't know, I'm not a lawyer, I don't know if it's illegal.
Wait, could you restate that? I'm sorry.
All right, I on the start, I'm having trouble with the grooming aspect, but I don't want to get a semantic debate about the word.
Yeah.
I have no issue. I have no one with this, but it's just was he grooming you to get pictures? Was he grooming you to get this? Because on the surface, this looks like just an inappropriate conversation with somebody that there is a power dynamic there, and I fully admit that.
He was.
Where do you think this was going? How much worse? Where do you think this was going to end, or was this always going to stay in this realm?
I think the worst it was gonna go was like him using me to like hit up like contact artists about it, and like.
So you're saying he wasn't necessarily grooming you sexually, but he definitely was manipulating you to create more contacts with more artists.
He was manipulating me and like using my openness sexually as a kid for like serving that purpose of like I want art, like I want to see more of this and shit. Like that was and you knew people that he dates a non-safe for work artist right now. And did you have contact with those types of people that could get him that kind of stuff? Because when you're when you're an artist, it's tough to make money as an artist on YouTube. Believe me, I know. People just steal your stuff all the time. And literally, like, I had like a bunch of artist friends, and like.
So you think he was manipulating you to get more sort of fetish art? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, without consequences.
Okay.
On November 10, 2020, Pyro released a statement on his subreddit addressing the allegation, and he didn't deny a screenshot, but he clarified there wasn't grooming or exchange of sexual imagery ever happening. On December 1st, 2020, Turkey Tom released a video in which he showed evidence that claimed that Pyro surely knew that Ivory was underage. This video would put the spark back into the story. Tom would make 2 more videos covering new details to the story, and on December 18th, Pyro would make a response video debunking the allegations. He also acknowledged that it was irresponsible of him to engage in sexual roleplay with Ivory without verifying his age, and apologized for it. After this, Turkey Tom would get a ton of backlash, and after making a bad response video, he would take a break from the internet. A lot of these allegations have one thing in common: they've all been severely mishandled. A lot of people aren't taking the innocent until proven guilty, instead doing guilty until proven innocent. And I feel like allegations of these should be handled a bit better considering the subject of the allegations. We can't change false allegations from happening. It's always going to happen some way or another. But we can change the way we handle them. We should handle them with a grain of salt.